Yeah, I think the level of racing just from any development team or domestic racing to the World Tour is a big jump. And then adding on top of that, living in another country, trying to set up your life in a foreign country, but then also combine that with a huge increase in workload and race load and not necessarily team expectations, but expectations of yourself of how you want to perform within that team where, yeah, it was a bit of a struggle this spring, but kind of starting to find my feet. I had a knee injury, which was like kind of the biggest physical struggle, but just mental struggles of having expectations of where you want to be performing, at a level where you want to be. You're on this team. You're a young rider. The team doesn't necessarily expect you to be riding the front or winning races or being there in the finale. But coming from a development team where every race you're going to and you're getting results and you're at the front animating the race, then going to the pro tour and you're just like getting going back to the car to get bottles twice is like all you can do. It's just a mental shift of where you've been and where you're going, but seeing guys, at the top of the sport trying to, get back up to that level and at the next level. The team's always been supportive. I think the biggest thing they did was just make sure there was no pressure on myself to perform and to make sure that, with my knee injury that it was handled in the right way. I was seeing the doctors, I was seeing the physios, I was, not being pushed by the trainer to, necessarily train more while the physio's telling you to rest. So there was like a good line of communication within the team to make sure that we were, looked after, because Joe had an injury as well, and so we're kind of both on the same page there for a while. I think it's everything. It's like across the board. The training's more.
Slap in the face.
Yeah, like I did Paris-Nice this spring, and it was like just the technique you had to have to ride through the peloton, whether it was kilometer 0 or kilometer 200. Everyone's always fighting for position, and then to see guys like Marcel Kittel, like last year I was a good climber, I guess, in the U23s, and to see like be suffering on a climb with Marcel Kittel, you're like, what the heck's going on? And then just the way that the sprints are let out and how fast guys are going in time trials is just a big step up all around.